This is a quick demonstration on panning and zooming tools. It's good to know that there's two different sets of tools, two toolbars. One of them has a regular magnifying lens that zooms in. The other one is the same thing, but it's got a little piece of paper behind it. So this whole toolbar down here is dealing with the paper, and I'm in layout view right now, and that's this thing right here. So if I wanted to zoom in, for example, and just fill my screen with this piece of paper, I can use that zoom tool. Or if I'm looking for detail on my scale bar and I want to zoom in on that, I can do it that way. Likewise, I can back out, right? The other kind of zoom tool zooms on my data, so it doesn't change the layout at all. It just lets me zoom in on and focus on my data. Same with the pan tool, the hand. I can drag the data around within my data frame opening. If I were to grab the page pan tool, I can pick up my piece of paper and it doesn't affect the layout on the page at all. So a couple of tricks about data frames. All I did here is add a second data frame and threw in a base map. If I want to zoom to my area of interest, I can manually do that by just kind of zooming in to the United States like this. The other way, like let's just say I wanted to zoom in specifically to something, let's go back. Okay, if I want to zoom in and I've got data, for example, what if I'm focused on something very small, like a park in Minneapolis, and I don't want to spend all my life zooming into that one specific place? What you can do is add a data set from this data frame, like let's say the state capitals, or this guy. Just drag it down, it makes a copy. If you're in list by source, list by drawing order, sorry. Put that there. We don't have to display it. Right now it's displaying on the United States. I can turn that off, but I can right click and zoom to layer, and it's going to force the map to draw at the extent of the data that's being displayed in it. So it's kind of a shortcut. So right click, zoom to layer on the layer that you want to fill your data frame window. And then you could turn that off if you wanted to. If you had an extent indicator, there's also a way to lock these together, but that's in a separate video. This is just the basics of panning and zooming. Questions, let me know.